by a left guard for the Green Bay Packers. He is a Super Bowl champion. He is a Pro Bowler. He was the 135th pick overall back in '08 out of Central Florida, and he's had that kind of career. I am now joined by Josh Sitton. Josh Bob, what's up, kid?
What's up, man?
Where you been? What's going on?
Nothing, man. Just hanging out down in Florida, down in God's country.
I like it. All right, so what do you got going for the 4th? What's the plan?
I got a family party over at my uncle's house over in Mississippi, and then a couple of buddies of mine are coming in town. We're going over to Orange Beach, going over to the Floribama, stuff like that, just hanging out on the beach.
That sounds great. So we talking. So are you a firework guy? Are you one of those guys who's got to be the guy lighting off all the fireworks? You kind of sit back and watch it.
No, I'm definitely that guy. I'm the guy that goes and tries to set off as many as I can at once. There's a fireworks stand, like the biggest one in the country, on the way to Mississippi. It's in Alabama, and I'll stop and pick up a few $100s worth of fireworks and pop them all off tomorrow.
Yeah, every party's got one. You're that guy. Do you still have all 10 of your fingers?
Oh, yeah. I'm definitely that guy, and I'm definitely Mr. Safety, though, so safety first.
Josh Sitton joining us on the program. I like that. All right, so how many people are going to be at this party? Giant family, lots of people?
Yeah, I got a huge family. I think I have close to 30 first cousins just on my mom's side, so it's usually a big party every year.
All right, so what happened, man?
It's always a blast.
Yeah, I like that. I mean, 30 first cousins. That's pretty impressive. But what I was going to say is, what happened a few weeks back? You and I were supposed to rap. You've never not made the phone call to this show, and all of a sudden I couldn't find you anywhere. What happened?
Well, one of Matt Flynn's buddies dropped my phone in the water on the golf course, and I didn't have anybody's number to call to try and figure it out. So I was kind of up the creek without a paddle. I didn't really have any chance there. I felt bad, though. I really did.
J-Bob, Matt Flynn's buddy doesn't have his own phone. What was he doing with your phone?
Well, he was using my GPS on my phone. I have one of those apps, the golf GPS things, and he was using my phone, and he dropped it. But I have a life-proof case now, so it's not going to happen again.
Yeah, but that didn't help me then, man. Are you kidding me? You really think I believe that story? That one of Matt Flynn's boys dropped your phone because he was using the GPS app? I mean, you can't do better than that?
Hey, look, I can't make that up. I mean, that's legit.
No, that's true. If you were going to come in with a lie, you'd come up with something more elaborate than that, I've got to think.
Yeah, I think so.
Hey, man, so how was that day with Flynn? Who else was there?
Really nobody else from the league. It was just him and a bunch of college buddies. It was his wedding, so we were over in Watercolor, Florida, for the week, which was a pretty good deal. Pretty fun little place.
Are you a golf guy? How you hitting them?
Yeah, I am a golf guy. I'm hitting them all right. I'm usually in the mid to high 80s, so I've been at that pretty consistent for the past couple of years, not getting any better, so I ain't really too worried about it.
Dude, 6'3", 318, you're in the high 80s. That's not bad at all. You grew up with golf? Is it kind of relaxing? What is it?
No, I didn't grow up with golf. I didn't start golfing until after my rookie year, so I've been playing for 4 years now. I didn't ever play it in high school or growing up, but it used to stress me out trying to play, but now I just get out there and relax. I don't really care how I shoot. I just get out there and try to have a good time.
Josh Sitton, what is the best golf course you've ever been on?
I played Pebble Beach last year. Yeah, last year with TJ Lang, Mark Tauscher, and Matt Flynn. That's probably the best. I played Whistling Straits as well in Wisconsin, and Black Wolf Run and the Bull. Those are all pretty high up there, but Pebble Beach probably for sure.
All nice. How was Pebble? What was that day like?
It was awesome. It was. It's nerve wracking on that first tee because they're all the guys are really on your ass about playing fast, and you got to be on time, and there's 20 people standing around waiting on their tee time. And, just to be playing at Pebble Beach is nerve-wracking to begin with. So But it was beautiful out there. That is one beautiful place.
Josh Sitton, my guest at J-Bob. I tried to get to this earlier today. I haven't done it yet, but Jonathan Franklin played his college ball at UCLA, and he's talking about what it's like to be in Green Bay for the first time, and he's tripping. He said, oh, my gosh, from Los Angeles to Green Bay, Wisconsin, boy, I'll tell you, it's like night and day. And he's talking about how he saw a moose head in the bathroom and had never seen a moose before. He saw a porcupine the other day. Quote, I mean, it's crazy. Have you seen guys come into town before that have never been anywhere near any place like that, and what's it like? Do they just freak out?
Oh, absolutely, man. That's how most of the guys are. I mean, they're coming from. I mean, Green Bay is not a big place, so I mean, most people are coming from bigger cities. So I mean, it's different. There's not a whole lot going on in Green Bay. So you know, those guys that are used to that, you know, faster paced life, they bebop on over to Milwaukee or Chicago. There's a lot going on in those cities. So it's funny to see them trying to adjust. You end up staying around the stadium longer because there's nothing to do. You just sit in the locker room and play cards, and it's just funny to see these young kids adjust to it because there really is, you know, nothing going on in Green Bay most of the time.
Oh, so when you first got there, did you like it like that, or were you kind of like, man, we got to get the hell out of here. We got to find something to do?
I don't mind it. I mean, I like it. You know, I come from a place that's about the same size as Green Bay, so you know, there's a little bit more going on down here. You know, we got the beach and all that, but I don't mind. I mean, it's cheap living and it's, you know, easy to get to work. I mean, it's 5 minutes for me to get to work, so I kind of enjoy that. Lately, I've been kind of wanting to, you know, get out in the big cities. I mean, I used to hate big cities, but I'm a big fan of Chicago. I really enjoy going over to Chicago. But yeah, I really love living in Green Bay. Like I said, man, it's cheap and easy living over there.
Chicago's a beautiful town. Like, so when you bust out there, you looking for a steak? You looking for a few pops? What do you like about that town?
Everything, man. It's just for such a big, busy city. It's just a very clean place. It's there's always something going on. I mean, you go down there, go to a show, go to a Blackhawks game. I went to 2 or 3 Blackhawks games this year. We go down there and go watch the Bulls. The Cubs. I mean, there's a million restaurants. So I mean, there's only a select few places in Green Bay that you can go and get, you know, a really nice meal. So it's nice to just go and you know, have your pick at whatever. So it's a good spot down there. I really enjoy it.
What is the Sitton recognition factor like in Chicago? Do Bears fans recognize you at all?
Randomly, it's such a big place. I mean, I don't really get recognized there too often. You know, I think people see me and they're always staring, and you know, they kind of see a huge guy with long hair. It's like, huh? But you know, not too often.
Josh Sitton, left guard for the Packers. I mean, dude, we're rolling. I haven't even talked to you about the team yet, but let me ask you this. Your offseason started with a trip to Hawaii for the Pro Bowl. You had to sweat it out a little bit as an alternate, but when the Niners won the NFC Championship, you knew you'd be going. What was it like? You've been aspiring towards this, working towards it. You finally got to go. Did it live up to the hype?
Absolutely, man. It was a blast. You know, like you said, you know, it's been a goal of mine to make it to the Pro Bowl. You know, it's one of those things I thought I played at a Pro Bowl level for a while now, and you know, finally got there. So that was exciting in itself. But being out there with all the guys, just getting to meet all the people that you play against, and guys you grew up watching, and just hanging out, man. It was real chill, you know, real relaxed out there, and you know, that's kind of my pace, just chill and relaxing, and it's a hell of a time out there, and it was definitely well worth it, man. It was a freaking blast out there for sure.
You know, they're moving you from right guard to left guard to protect Aaron's blind side. When Mike McCarthy first told you that plan, what did you think about that?
Well, I mean, I kind of had a feeling about it for some reason that was going to happen just after the Pro Bowl, because I played the whole game at the Pro Bowl on the left side. But you know, at first it kind of sucks just because I'm, you know, used to playing, you know, on the right side. I played on the right side for the last 9 years, with the exception of a couple of games. So, and I've been on the right side in the NFL, and that's it. So you get so used to doing something for so long that it's a tough adjustment. But I mean, I knew just like anything, I mean, it's just going to take time, and I've gotten used to being over there. You know, for the most part, I'm not 100%, there, but I think with the off season and with training camp, we'll be adjusted and ready to go.
So in other words, it's not just a matter of going over to the other side. It's more complicated than that. Yeah,
I mean, it really is. I mean, you see especially me, like I said, I've been on the right side for so long. I've gotten so used to everything over there. It's just second nature. The way you see the field, you hear a certain call and you're used to seeing it from the other side, and now it's just backwards. And I know it's the same thing. You're blocking somebody, but that was kind of the weirdest thing for me that I didn't even think about, just seeing the field from the other side. I mean, it's only 8 feet over, but just seeing the field from the other side was different. I'm used to hearing a certain protection and looking and seeing and knowing where that linebacker is going to be that we're going to, and now it's just backwards. It's like it took me a little while to get used to, and then obviously the footwork, that's going to take time, and the other big thing is your hand placement, and that's kind of the last thing coming for me. So that'll be something big that I work on during training camp.
Josh Sitton joining us. I mean, it's obviously very, very technical, especially the way you lay that out. Is there anything else added to it in that you're going to have to protect Aaron Rodgers' blind side? I mean, no matter what, you're going to take care of business. You're going to block the guy in front of you. But is there any added pressure or anything else added to it because you've got to watch his blind side now?
No, I don't think so. I mean, I think it's business as usual. I mean, it's the same thing. Like you said. I mean, it's getting out there blocking a guy, and it's all the same to me. I'm not going to really look at it like that. I mean, I'm just going to go out there and try and do what I've been doing the last handful of years. I don't think that I'll think about that at all, to be honest with you.
Sure. Hey, Josh, you're not there, and I know that you've got no particular insight into it, but just as you look at this thing from the outside and look in at Aaron Hernandez, a 23-year-old guy with a $41 million contract, living the life, everything seemed great. The guy's sitting in a jail right now without bail, accused of murder. When you saw that thing come down and you heard that story, what did you think and what was your reaction?
Well, nothing really surprises me anymore in this day and age. I mean, there's always something crazy going on. Obviously, we're in the limelight being in the NFL, so it's obviously blown up even more. Anything we do, so you just see these things all the time. You kind of get used to it, but just kind of it just makes you think what's going on in his head. I mean, he's obviously got some type of issue going on, and you just don't know what it is. You kind of feel bad for his family. It's a crazy situation. He's obviously screwed up mentally to be doing something like that. So it's a shame, and we're role models, and we pride ourselves in doing the right thing, and always being the right person to look at for young kids. So it's a shame, and we're definitely not proud of the situation, but it'll all handle itself, and we'll see how it goes.
Let me ask you one last thing about that. His teammates are saying anonymously now, we didn't really know this guy. He didn't hang out with us. He really was a loner. And it seems to me that in a team sport, I mean, it seems like there'd be at least one or two guys that you could hang out with. Maybe a guy that played in the same conference, maybe a guy that was similar, maybe some crazy special teamer. Is it unusual that you'd have a guy in a locker room that really didn't connect with anybody outside the locker room?
Yeah, it's definitely unusual. I mean, you're with these guys all the time, and especially starting the year. You're starting training camp, you're with these guys, almost 18 hours a day. So that is pretty unusual. And I've heard that he was kind of crazy, and that he's definitely not very mentally stable. So I don't really know a whole lot, but it's a sad situation for sure.
Packer Josh Sitton joining us. Hey, J-Bob, I saw on Twitter somebody asked you to cut off your hair and put it in the mail. What'd you think about that?
I thought that was super creepy. all I could imagine was some guy playing with my hair doll, like poking it with pins or something. So I thought that was super creepy for sure. And I told him that.
Josh Sitton. All right. He is a Super Bowl champion. He is a Pro Bowler. He's firing up for the 4th of July. Oh, dude, one last thing. Like I said, this came up, and guys were just kind of popping off about what they're going to drink and what they're going to do. I'm like, come on, man, who counts drinks? And somebody sent me an email and said, hey, Rome, who counts drinks? My wife. And then all these guys went off this other way with, hey, here's what you have to do to trick the wife, or Jedi mind trick the wife. I mean, where do you come off on this? I mean, when your wife goes to the bathroom, do you order another beer? Do you have to do those sort of things to get the extra pop?
No, not at all, man. I think if you can't do what you want to do with your significant other, then probably not with the right person. Do what you want to do.
Plus, bro, at 318, I don't think sneaking one extra shot's going to do you much good anyway.
Yeah, I feel that. I heard you.
Josh, listen, man, great to get caught up with you. That is a long, long jungle interview, and you nailed it. Good to get caught up. Good to visit. Have a great 4th, and I'm going to run you down again soon.
All right, brother. I appreciate it, man. Have a good one.
J-Bob, you're the best.
Brother.
Honestly, I don't even know why I do any research or any prep to talk to Josh Sitton. You just kind of go. Just have a conversation.